Yo, what is the deal? What is the deal, everybody? Welcome to another splendiferous Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody out here that can hear the sound of my voice. Salute to everybody on the East Coast too, man. It is 10:30, man. It is a cold 10:30 out here on the East Coast, under 30 degrees, man. Listen, man, this is a wasted late night. I think that we got to really go over this, man. We got to really go over what happened today, man. There's a lot going on in the nation, bro. I could not leave you guys without that content. Salute, man. Salute to my guy, Raider Jeff, man. Salute to my guy, David. Said late as usual. Man, you guys get the F out of here, man. The F out of here, man. Listen, man. Listen. Your man Wasted had some crazy stuff going on, bro. But we here for you right now, y'all. We here for y'all right now. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this thing out to all social media, man. Share this thing out, yo. So listen, guys. There is a lot going on. You know, there's some reports about, Mad Maxx, Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak, man. And that's what we're going to start today, man. Clint Kubiak has arrived. He got off the plane, man. I mean, it was unbelievable with his family. And it's funny because a lot of people say that Clint Kubiak doesn't have a family. Just like I told y'all, he does. I think they were getting him and his brother mixed up. But he arrived with his wife and he got 9 kids. Everybody's saying he don't have a family, which is crazy to me. Yeah, man. But yo, we are gonna get rocking, y'all. Yeah, nah, Jason, that's it. I thought, listen, I didn't say anything. I said he had a family, right? Then I was advised that he didn't have a family. And I said, yo, I thought. So am I frozen? Yo, am I still frozen? Guys, am I still frozen? Hold on. Am I still frozen? Am I good now? I'm back in full effect. All right, cool. Good. But yeah, like I said, yo, Demokes, get the F up out of here, you effing bum. Talking about Red just super late. Ain't say nothing. The F up out of here. But yo, listen. So Kubiak has a family, which is great, right? He has a wife, which is great. He is hired. He got off the plane. You know what I'm saying? And yo, the Raiders and the way Kubiak got right to Raider Nation, bro, to me was so dope, yo. It was so dope, man. It was so dope. He didn't even go to the celebration winning the Super Bowl yesterday, man. He is ready to get to it, man. He is ready to get to it, man. And listen, Clint Kubiak is going to be a hell of a coach, y'all. The game that he called, taking the air out of the football yesterday when when Sam Darnold was not having his best game, I think was genius. It was masterful. It was what you would want an offensive coordinator to do. So, guys, look, I want to show you guys something, right? I want to show you our guy, Clint Kubiak, getting off the plane today. The F is going on here. I'm John. Hey, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got his kids pimped out in all Raider gear, man. I love it, man. Listen, and salute to my guy, Raider Jeff. He goes, I let him use my plane today to get. to Las Vegas. Yo, man, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. He looks really happy to be a Raider. I love, how excited he was to get here and tackle the situation we got. It's finally good to have somebody that wants to be a Raider, bro. That wants to be a Raider, that wants to get this thing turned around, man. Kubiak is a guy that, man, a lot of people will tell you that. I mean, he's to me, he's the hire of this cycle. Now, a lot of people will say it's John Harbaugh. To me, it is Clint Kubiak, man. So listen, they gave Kubiak a 5-year deal. The Raiders have the first overall pick, as we know, right? And Kubiak's 38 years old, man. He played 4 years of college football at Colorado State. Then he entered the coaching ranks in 2010 at Texas A&M as a quality control coach. He joined the Vikings in 2013 as an assistant wide receiver coach. He spent a year at Kansas as his wide receiver coach, joined the Broncos in 2016, was off to the races. He linked up with his father, Gary Kubiak, went to the Vikings in 2019 as the QB coach, was promoted to offensive coordinator in 2021. He was not retained when the team fired Mike Zimmer. He returned to the Broncos as the QB coach. From there, the Niners hired Kubiak, and last season, he was the passing game coordinator there, and then he joined the Saints and was offensive coordinator, and then he was hired the Seahawks offensive coordinator, won a Super Bowl, ran it up. Seahawks offense ranked number 8, number 3 in points scored, number 10 in rushing yards, and number 8 in passing yards. So he has had a terrific run there. He's had a terrific run there, yo. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. My guy Silver Stunner, man. Let's do this. I'm glad we didn't have to settle. Is his dad a court on his team? Guessing his QB coach, that's been under him a while. That there's a little primo. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I want to see how his staff shapes up, right? Because this is the thing, man. Like everybody else kind of has gotten in this coaching cycle, and they went and they hired everybody that was really available, right? But the thing about this Kubiak coaching tree is that there's a lot of talent in this coaching tree. There's a lot of people that we don't know, that he has connections with, that he's probably going to bring in. Then you have the consortium of coaches that he's had with him, that he brought from the Saints. So look, like when you talk about Benton and stuff like that, I don't know if Seattle is going to allow him to make a lateral move, but either which way, right? Even if Seattle doesn't allow him to make a lateral move, they can give him like another title and give him more money, and that would be considered a promotion. They can make him assistant head coach or something like that. So I think Kubiak kind of has an idea of who he's going to bring in. I'm sure that was already talked about. And there's some coaches that the Raiders did not release. And I think Kubiak's going to come in and interview those guys and see if he's going to keep some guys like Rob Leonard and people like that. Salute to my guy, Darrell Ellis, with the $5 slappy. Word to Wasted. Your great point. Credibility. A tendency. What? Credibility? You mean credibility? A tendency to be ready. Wait. Word to Wasted's great point. Credibility. A tendency to be ready to believe in something that's real or true. Kubiak hire is a great move. Listen, bro, I got to look that word up. That might be a part that, listen, this might be the first time somebody added a word to the great and powerful Wasted Talents lexicon. Oh, my God, Ray Clyde. Wasted, you're frozen again. Your AOL internet. Man, you get the F up out of here. My internet is good. It's my browser. I got too many cookies in my browser. I gotta reset my browser, man. You guys get the F up out of here with your crap. Hug D's. Wasted got out of bed for the news. You shut the F up, Hug D's, you effing bum. We got over 600 in the room at 10:30 at night on the East Coast. Man, get wasted with your brother Wasted. Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. You guys are the greatest chat in the effing world. Wasted, we deserve this shit that is about to happen. Let's effing go. We sure the hell do, man. My God, my guy Philly Raider with the $10 slapper room. I know it's a long shot, but I would love Stoutland as the offensive coach, man. What do you think about it? Or what would it take to get him? It wouldn't take anything, right? It would take for there to be a relationship. Now, guys, listen, I don't necessarily know whether you guys saw this or not, right? But the great and powerful waste of talent this morning, and I'm talking about myself in the third person today because I'm tired, right? But I actually did a short. I actually did a short on Jeff Stoutland. I did a short on Jeff Stoutland this morning. I need to I'm gonna share it in the chat. I want you guys to go over there and go check it out. It's a real detailed breakdown on Jeff Stoutland, bro. And let me tell you something, man. That guy, to me, that guy is I mean, a difference maker. That let me tell you something, man. If the Raiders were able to have him and Benton on the same coaching staff, I'm gonna be real with you, man. And guys, I just put the link to that short about Jeff Stoutland right in my chat. I did it earlier, man. But you know, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Stoutland coming in would be, to me, the best case scenario this offseason, because what he's known for is developing young offensive linemen. He's done it a long time with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think some of the assortment of talent that the Raiders have here, I think he can do wonders with those guys. I think that he would take the group of guys that we have in the building currently and make them a top 15 to 10 unit. I really, really do. Even better. Even better, man. Even better. But I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped to see who Kubiak picks, you know, for his staff. I am pumped, man. I am pumped, man. Now, guys, I know you guys heard a lot of what was going on today. I know you guys heard about the Tom Brady situation. I know you heard about it. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. Listen, you know, I don't necessarily know what's true and what's not, right? The only thing we can do is draw parallels between actions, words, what's being said and what's not said. Now, we beat this thing to death with Maxx Crosby. We really have, bro. And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm okay with Maxx Crosby not being here anymore. I'm okay with it. Like, I love Max. I think he's a hell of a player. It's been a hell of a time here. But if I'm the Raiders and I'm trying to reset the culture, I'm trying to make the team go in a different direction, and Max, you know, is not willing to be here for a rebuild, it's okay. To me, you'll never get more of a return on Maxx Crosby than you'll get this year. I think it's time for Raider Nation to grow up and realize that, yo, sometimes for you to grow, and a lot of people say, well, you don't get better by getting rid of really good players, right? But you do get better leaving yourself the latitude to draft really good players that are on rookie deals. That's the way you win. That's the metric in the National Football League. That's what happens when you have a hard cap sport. Now, if the Raiders keep him, great. But if they do trade him, you know, I'm looking at the starting point to be what the Cowboys got for Micah. And I think the fact that, you know, the Raiders can't make any promises to him because you don't know how quickly the new young quarterback will adjust. The Raiders can't give him any promises. And I think that it didn't really take, you know, he keeps saying the thing with the knee and them putting him out. Listen, the kind of injury that he has, you know, the Raiders did him a favor. The Raiders did him a favor, man. Like, I don't know whether or not you guys saw the report by Dr. David Chow, right? But the Raiders definitely did that man a favor. That the Raiders definitely did that man a favor. Seriously. You know what I mean? And this is one of the one of the most respected doctors in this league. Did you guys see that? Dr. David Chow speaking about Max's knee? See, I really want to pull. I want to pull up the David Chow interview, right? The thing about it is that I am a little I am a little apprehensive of doing that because of the way my computer's been freezing. But look, we'll do is I'll pull it up, right? I'll pull it up. Dr. David Chow had some words about the Maxx Crosby injury, and we're gonna pull it out, and hopefully, you know, you guys can see it, you know, which is crazy. We're gonna pull it out, and hopefully you guys can see it. It's insane, bro. Yo, we're gonna put the video up. Oh my God, bro. I mean, I know I'm tired, man. Y'all never catch me slipping like that. What the F is going on here, man? So guys, I'm trying to find this video for you guys, and I will find it for you all. Just you know, bear with me. Let Boomer McBoomer lot get it popped up, because you guys know I am a technology boomer. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm a little ashamed of myself, but I know it's you know, it's late. I'm rambling on, which I never do. And now they're saying that I'm frozen. So I really don't know. But listen, where the F is this at, man? I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And salute to Bodega Raider, man. So look, guys, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on through my phone, and I'm gonna turn the speaker up, and I want you guys to hear this, okay? Because I can't find it.
Let's put a new light on it. Maybe the Raiders were actually looking out for Maxx Crosby. You're going to have a longer recovery with the meniscus repair. You need to get shut down. Thank you for your service and being willing to play through when you need a meniscus repair, but we don't want to ruin you for the long term. So we're shutting you down. We're out of it now. And it's not really to get the first pick, but really what's best and right for you.
You, exactly.
And so what started this Maxx Crosby doesn't like the Raiders was the move to shut him down that he didn't agree with. But now in the light of the meniscus repair, one could argue the Raiders did do what's best for Maxx Crosby, even though he didn't like it. And maybe there's a little misunderstanding in terms of.
Did you hear his comments? He said there's a lot of people walking around Radio Row this week and et cetera that are speaking for him that he's not necessarily agreeing with. So, like you said, there might be, like you said, something misunderstanding or something going on, you know, there.
Well, I'm just saying the simple narrative that Maxx Crosby is pissed because the Raiders shut him down to draft Francisco Mendoza, and that's why he wants to be traded is a little too simplistic. Right. The Raiders weren't nefarious in shutting down Maxx Crosby. If anything, they were doing right by him, assuming they knew the potential of this meniscus repair versus trim, which is a much longer recovery, and they didn't want the tear to get worse and be harder to repair.
All right, so listen.
Maybe the Raiders.
So listen. This the way I see this. Look, the way this. Listen. So look, I'm kind of tired of talking about Max, but we'll talk about it, right? Because you got effing bums like Mo Money in here talking about who gives a flying F about Clint. We just lost the heart of our team. Holy fuck. Are we back to huffing hopium again? Bro, listen. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. The Raiders have been rebuilding. They have had different people here. Maxx Crosby gave his heart and soul to the team, right? But there have been things that have gone on in this building, right? Such as the hiring of Antonio Pierce, right? Where Maxx Crosby had his fingerprints all over that. That set the organization back. And I'm not blaming him, but what I'm saying is this, bro. it hasn't worked out to where it's going to amount to winning. Maxx Crosby's almost 30 years old. He probably, wants to go to a winning situation, and he's trying to craft a narrative to make it look like he was wronged. And to me, this reminds me of like a girl wanting to break up with you, and then she breaks up with you, or a guy wanting to break up with a girl and breaking up over some trivial reason. He wanted to leave anyway. It looks like he wants to leave anyway, right? And if he wants to leave, cool. He gave his heart and soul to the team, but we need to find a new heart and soul to the team. We're not going to win with him. So guess what? Let's win because we traded him. Because we're probably not going to win with Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby is about to be 30 years old. This team isn't built up enough to look like it's going to compete yet. And they need as much draft capital and as much leverage as possible to build this thing up again. So listen, you as a fan, right? Either you're a guy who likes players, and when the player goes, you leave, right? Or you like the team and you love the team, and whoever plays for the team is the guys that you support. I happen to be the latter. I don't worry about players, bro. When they're here, I do, but once they're no longer here, it's like, it is what it is. Hopefully they come back one day. But Maxx Crosby's timeline is not the same as the Raiders' timeline, and I understand it. I just really wish that he would have gone about it differently, right? Don't try to, play victim. Don't try to do the whole little behind the scene backbiting shit. Just say, yo, man, I'm done. Y'all get me the fuck out of here. And I would respect it more. You know what I'm saying? My guy Silver Stunner with the $2 slappy. Hope Max stays, but time to sell when the value is high. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Controversy for Clint, everyone. It's the damn media. Doug, this is more than just clickbait. This is coming from somewhere. Understand me. This is, I know y'all don't want to hear this. This is coming from somewhere, bro. And the shit that he's not saying is what you should be listening to. But look, bro, we're not the first organization to trade away great players, and we're not the last, right? There are a lot of people who are getting on the Seattle Seahawks for getting rid of DK Metcalf. What are they going to do? Guess what? Jackson Smith and Jigba balled out, and they won a Super Bowl. Teams, draft quarterbacks, they don't work out. They get rid of them. They wind up in different places. Then Sam Darnold's a guy that everybody threw out on the scrap heap, won a Super Bowl yesterday. Seriously. So, look, you have to, as a fan, you have to wrap your mind around the fact that this shit could happen. You got to wrap your mind around the fact all of these stories that are coming out, they're not happening in a vacuum, bro. It's not happening in a vacuum. And I really don't want to go down a rabbit hole with this shit with Maxx Crosby. I don't. Because I really want to talk about Kubiak. I want to be happy. I think you guys should all be happy. We should all be happy. We should be excited that the Raiders are drafted number 1. Like, this is a wonderful time in Raider Nation. And if we lose Max, it sucks. If he's not willing to sit around for the rebound, I get it. I wish him the best. I just hope the Raiders get back as much as possible so that we can all move together, hand in hand, and move this thing forward from the new quarterback to whatever they get in these draft halls. Seriously. And look, if you really look at what the Raiders did, if that was the line of demarcation for them protecting you from yourself, then maybe, man, you should get traded. I'm excited about Kubiak. I'm excited about, him bringing his style of offense over here. I'm excited about, our offensive line being coached by guys that know what they're doing. I'm excited of the player development aspect of this. Checkmate. There is no speculation. He has kids and a wife. They got off the plane with him, bro. And look, man, I'm not going to turn this into a diss-Max fest. We're not going to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for Max. I just think that there's a beginning and an end to everything. And I think that this is the end for him here. I do. I just feel like he's not willing to acquiesce to nobody. He's been used to things going a certain way. And I said this on my last show. He's been used to getting his way with certain shit. He has. And it's cool. But I'm excited. I can embrace change, bro. Hey, what's the realistic trade value wasted? It's just like one draft pick. Why trade him? No, it's not. Like, I think Maxx Crosby's realistic draft compensation, because of how favorable his contract is 2 first-round picks, one this year, one next year, and a second either this year or next year. Real rap. I think that's the basement of what you would expect for Maxx Crosby. I think, my guy John Bailey, I think Max is mainly just angry about being sad. He's being childish because he disrupted the last 2 games. It would have destroyed our draft position. He really doesn't care, though. I think it's about more than that. I think that he's using that as the reason, but I think the real reason is that he really and truly probably is at his wit's end with the Raiders in the organization. Last year they picked Pete. They had all these coordinators. They went and got Geno, and I think that this season going as bad as it's going, I think that he's resigned himself in his mind he'll never win here. I think how bad this year went was what broke Max, and I think from the word go, Max wanted to get out of here. And now that he has a situation where you got a GM that is not going to acquiesce to you, I think that's even more the reason for Max to say, you know what, man, it's time for me to get up on. Because if I got to be a good soldier, I might as well be a good soldier for a good team. Like real rap. Real Rizap, yo. Yo, my guy Raider Jeff with the $5 slappy. Damn, man, your Wi-Fi is as reliable as the Raiders O-line last season. Raider Jeff, get the F up out of here with your crap. Yo, my guy Raider Prophet. He goes, wasted. The word was credulity, a biblical term. Oh, listen, bro. I had no idea, man. Y'all are improving my lexicon out this joint, man. My guy Silver Stunner, man. The wasted. Oh yeah, Tim Johnson. What the hell? The hell is going on here? Yo, man, StreamYard is tripping, yo. StreamYard is tripping. It's like I'm behind or something like that. Yo, my guy Hug D's with the $50 bomb. Short-sighted it. Oh my God. Hey, what is the realistic trade value wasted? Okay, I read that one. Then why trade him? Nah, two first rounders and a second, bro. That's the realistic trade value, man. This junk is crazy, man. I think my computer's acting up. I gotta get rid of the cookies, man. Short-sighted is the karma of impatient men. Rome was not built in a day. Ozempic won't give you a beach body. Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and push yourself beyond your limits to reach greatness. You here or you ain't, Mac. Stay or sleep. Now that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. And that's pretty much the way that I see it, bro. It's either you in or you out, bro. It's either you in or you out. And there's a lot of people that's like attacking me in the chat, saying that, oh, you just doing this for clicks. Bro, listen, wasted talent never does it for the clicks. I do it for the content, bro, because guess what? I don't have to make a short video to get y'all to tune in, man. Look at my audience, bro. You guys are phenomenal, bro. It's 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast. A lot of y'all, man, it's time for people to start getting their stuff ready for bed. And you guys are tuned in, rocking with your man Wasted. So I don't worry about that. Raider Jimmy goes, he should have wanted to leave. We had McDaniels, not Kubiak. I mean, he was a younger man, right? They thought they were going to, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I think a lot of things went wrong here, right? I think that, the conditions of Josh McDaniel coming in and keeping DC, he shouldn't have had to keep Derek. I think he wanted to move on from him from the beginning, right? I also think that the Raiders, if they were going to move on from Josh McDaniels, they should have probably just let him keep coaching and hired somebody and hired a GM and just fired him and Ziegler, and then instead of doing the Antonio Pierce thing. I think that they probably should have just let him finish the season now. Like I really do, man. This is bed. I don't go to bed to 3 a.m. My guy rated Jeff for the place to be. DeMarcus Webb. Yo, I just hope another new front office and coaching staff can get it together. The consistent turnover of players, coaches, and management is tiresome. That is one of the main reasons the media stay on us. Yes. And this is the thing, bro. The Raiders open ourselves up for all the criticism that the Raiders get. They do. And until we start winning and put a consistent and coherent product out on the field, we're going to continue to keep getting laughed at. Like at this point, I don't even get mad anymore because a lot of the shit that's being said is true. Like, let's be for real here, man. What the hell? Man, this junk is tripping, man. Bro, my computer is tripping, y'all. Like, nah, for real. My computer is tripping, bro. I like real rap. I think it's almost time to end this live. It's been so bad, yo. Like, man, there's so many of y'all in here. I want to really, really continue this show, but this junk is crazy, bro. My computer is tripping, yo. Yo, Spytech did the right thing sitting his ass. No one is bigger than the program. No, he did. And I think that's the thing with Max that he's most uncomfortable with. I think he's uncomfortable with the fact that now you have people that are really, really holding you accountable in a way where, listen, we are management. You play. This is what we are going to do. Seriously. And you know what it is, man? My computer's bugging because I've been leaving it on. Like, I'll go to work and leave it on all day. I've been bugging. I definitely gotta go through the cache and stuff like that in Chrome, and I need to delete a lot of stuff, man. Gotta delete a lot of stuff, man. It's probably Bodega the most, man. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, no offense. But who is giving us those picks? Ask for the moon and you might end up in shit. Nah, bro. Listen, the thing is that they don't have to trade him. Just because he wants to be traded doesn't mean that they got to trade him, bro. If you don't get what you want, you keep his ass. You tell him, fuck you. You're not going anywhere. I'm pretty sure they'll get what they asked for, though. I really don't think he wants out. If he did, he would say so. Once he heals and gets back to being disrupted, he'll get over it. He probably does, bro. The guy's almost 30 years old. We got a new coach, right? So let's look at this. He went from Gru to Richie B to Josh McDoucher to AP to Pete Carroll. It's a lot, bro. I get it. I get it. Yo, my guy, Black Raider WP. He goes, absolutely hilarious how Boston media is now throwing McDaniels under the bus, saying he looked like he was calling plays for us. Yeah, man. Yeah, look, man. But I think Josh McDaniels' philosophy is a flawed one. He thinks that you can get rid of the football and, you know, you don't have to have big offensive linemen and, you know, you could screen pass your way out of the pass rush. And that's just not the case. Where you got big boys up front, and you got guys that are lighting the ass on the offensive line, this is what happens. That's the reason why I want a real offensive line coach like Benton or Stoutland to come in here and get some real hog mollies up front, man. And listen, we got a chance to develop this thing. I mean, Clint Kubiak is here for 5 years, bro. 5 years. And I'm hoping and praying that it's a successful 5 years, and he's here all 5 of them. They committed to him in a big way, and I love it, man. My guy, Jose Toscano, wasted. What do you think of bringing Bill Musgrave in to help develop Mendoza? Musgrave worked with Kubiak in Denver. Yeah, Musgrave is a terrific offensive coordinator for younger guys. I would want it to be somebody that is not a retread, somebody that is more in the same sheet of music as Kubiak. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, whoever Clint Kubiak brings in to be the offensive coordinator is not calling the plays. Kubiak's the play caller. So he's essentially the guy, right? But listen, if that's something that could kind of close the knowledge gap for the young fella, I would love it. Raider Dove. He goes, speaking of trader, you might want to trade this computer. Raider Dove, man, you better get the F up out of here. My computer is fine. You get the F up out of here, man. You with your crap. What have I ever done to you?
God! Wow!
I mean, God.
Gorilla looking smelly bitch. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. You ugly ass.
My God.
Gorilla looking smelly bitch. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up.
I mean, again, you effing bum. Wasted. Check around you. Is there Buddha anywhere close by? Yes, Detroit Buddha is definitely here, man. Wasted. If Southland is not the guy on the O-line, what you think of Bill Callahan? I don't ever want Bill Callahan being anywhere near the Raiders. F Bill Callahan. I want John Benton then, or a no-name guy or something. I would never want Bill Callahan anywhere near this organization. This ain't a family show. No, not right now. It is not. Yo, so shaking my head. Hug blocked me earlier on effing bum. I'm over here trying to salute our Raider Nation Unlimited family who saluted me, and this bum is messing shit up. Shaking my head. Listen, I'm going to be real with you, Bodega. You deserve everything you get. I heard you over at Grab's channel talking crap to me. I heard you. And that's right. Hug D's did the Lord's work, and he got your bum ass up out of here. That's right. He saw you in the chat, and he said, yo, there is a bum here talking trash. Let me get him the F up out of here. Bounce his ass right up out of here. You effing bum. That's what you get. Thank you. I mean, this is the Wasted Talent show. This is not the Bodega Raiders show. You effing bum. Thank you. Demoke, you can get it too. But yeah, hey, yo, listen, bro. You guys talking about bringing in Bill Callahan, bro. You must be young. Ain't no older Raider fan talk about bringing in no damn Bill Callahan. What the F is wrong with you? Listen, Bill Callahan is banished to the depths of the gulags. I mean, my God. Some effing Bill Callahan, man. Thank you. Listen, Raider Jeff is as old as time. Raider Jeff will tell you why we don't want no damn Bill Callahan. I mean, my God. Right? I mean, Raider Jeff is 198 years old. My guy, Sin Cal, man. Send mines to the one and only Wasted Talent. Saludos, my brother. Thank you, bro. Salutations, my brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Been bad. You mean the sleepy ass Gal King show? No. That means the guy who blocks your bad, been old, been bad, been sad. You get the F up out of here with your crap, been bad. See, now I'm waking up, man. Now I'm waking up now. Don't you effing go with your crap. We talk about Bill effing Callahan here, man. We don't ever want that bum back in the building. Who they bringing as DC? Look, there's a lot of different people that are on the menu to bring in for the Raiders, man. Kubiak has an assortment of cats that he can bring in. Here's an assortment. But you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this, man. You know, I think that Clint Kubiak is going to fill out his staff, you know, bringing in the Kubiak blueprint, right? Like, I think the offensive coordinator is probably going to be Andrew Giannakako, the Seahawks quarterback coach. Then you got Justin Alton. He's the Seahawks run game coordinator, special assistant, offensive line coach. So that means, you know, he's a guy who's been under the tutelage of John Benton. Jake Peets, the offensive pass game coordinator. Peets has ties to Kubiak going back, man, a while, man. He's been mentioned as a replacement, too, when Kubiak goes. Now, Carl Scott is the defensive pass game coordinator and defensive back coach in Seattle. You know, he worked wonders with those young guys down in Seattle. People talk about Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz is going to take a year off. He is not coaching, bro. Kirk Oliverdotti is the linebacker coach. He's brings 24 years of experience. If Kubiak could bring him over from Seattle. But see, the problem is there are a lot of these guys that Kubiak is not going to be able to bring over. There's a lot of guys he's not going to be able to start over, man, and to bring over. Because for you to bring some of these guys over, they're going to have like probably like a, you know, it's going to have to be a promotion. They're not going to be able to just come over. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks are not going to want to lose their whole coaching staff to the Raiders. And the thing with me is like John Benton is the guy, right? To me, if I'm Kubiak, that's the first guy I'm bringing over. That's the first guy I'm promoting as assistant head coach, and then we work from there. And there has to be a promotion. So, hey, make him assistant head coach. Now, look, man. To me, like I said, man, I'm just excited. But I think, listen, man, I think the Raiders need to look outside of the building. I think that Kubiak needs to look outside of, you know, his normal comfort zone. I think that he needs to bring the best coaches in as possible to develop this young talent on this team. And you're right about that. We don't have the DBs to run Schwartz's scheme. He plays a lot of men, and we don't have the DBs for men. Not the pass rush. That's another thing. The thing with Schwartz, and I like Jim Schwartz right now. I think if the Raiders brought in Jim Schwartz, I think Maxx would probably stay, right? But the thing is this. When you got a situation like this, right? I don't know, man. Like when you got a situation like this, right? A guy like Jim Schwartz might not work because you don't have the talent for his scheme to work. Like his scheme is all about, I got the best players. This is my scheme. See if you could beat me. That's not the kind of system that we got here, man. That's not the kind of system that we got here, man. Salute to everybody, man. Get wasted with your brother wasted. Tell a friend and tell a friend. My man said it should have been Bobby. Whoa, Bobby Womack is dead, man. I mean, what the F is up with you and Bobby Womack, man? Every day you come here and talk about Bobby Womack. The F is wrong with you. I mean, listen, I would love to have Jim Schwartz here just so he can have that handshake problem with Jim Harbaugh again. That was crazy. Like, it's another guy who hates Jim Harbaugh. I mean, so listen, there are a lot of people who were looking. I saw a tweet where somebody said, Sean Payton, Harbaugh, Andy Reid, we still have the worst coach in the division. We don't have the worst coach in the division. I think what we have is we have an innovative, young, bright mind, And we got some coaches that are in this division that might have had their best days behind them. I think our best days are ahead of us with our quarterback and with us developing this team. So, no, I don't view it from that prism. I'm just excited that we have a Super Bowl winning OC and the CFP winning QB incoming. That's the truth, man. We got guys that are used to winning, man. Wasted. You're gonna welcome Carr back and the coaching or backup. Listen, if he's coaching, that's cool, right? But I want them to get the guy that's the most qualified for the job. Like, I think a lot of times we want players to come back and coach, and we don't know whether they can coach. We have no idea. So for me, I really don't have no skin in the game when you start talking about that, because you never know. You never know. And that's the thing. By the time we start cooking, those guys are going to be on their way down, and then we can dominate the division going forward. Big Burger. Yo, did Rob Woodson, a DB? Yeah, he coached for us. Listen, there are some players that have that coach's spirit. They become great coaches. They're few and far between. There are a lot of people that think that they can coach because they played. And then you got other people who think that they can play because they coached. It's crazy. But the thing is with me, bro, every time the Raiders go in a positive direction, the first thing we bring up is Derek Carr. I'm a little to me, that's a straw man talking point, a straw man argument. I don't want to disrespect DC. I got a lot of respect for DC, but it's time to turn the page on that man. Like, I don't want to hear this shit no more. Seriously, man. But look, guys, it's getting late. This live was super late. I enjoy every single one of y'all that pulled up in here. We're gonna be back at y'all tomorrow at a better time. I'm gonna do my my short for the morning. And listen, guys, have faith, man. Have faith. And look, could we just say this in 2026? No more DC or Gruden talk. That page is turned. Let's turn the page as a collective organization. Let's leave that shit where it is unless it's real news. Guys, love every single one of y'all. The press conferences tomorrow, they're going to be bringing out Kubiack. We will be reporting live about that. And then we're going to be going live about everybody that they hired to the staff, man. But listen, like I always say, man, pay your bar tabs, hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Raider Nation Unlimited. And look, I want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Love every single one of y'all, man. But look, as the Don says,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
The price is through the effing roof because we got the #1 pick. I don't give a damn what nobody say, man. Y'all have a terrific night. I'm out of here. Peace.